Let's make a beginner level plant hanger. I'm going to show you guys how to create this awesome spiral knot, and you're also going to learn how to make a square knot at the bottom and then do one of my favorite knots, the magic knot, to finish it off. So let's just start at the top. You're going to start with 4 cords. Doesn't matter which 4, just grab a group of them. And then you can put the rest of them to the side. And with those 4 cords, you're going to take the left one, cross it over all 3, pull the far right one out so it's on top of that, and tuck it underneath and through that space on the left. And you're going to pull the outside cords all the way up to the top. All right, let me show you again. Take your left cord, cross it over all 3, take the far right one, pull it out, tuck it underneath and through that space on the left, and then pull those tight. I always like to think of it like I'm creating like a sail, like a little sail from a sailboat. So cross the left one over all 3, pull the far right one out. It goes over top of that sail cord, through this little space, behind, and then up through your sail. You just keep pulling tight. And as you do this, you'll notice that the cords start spinning and turning up here. They're creating that spiral already on their own. So you just keep going with it. And if it's getting hard for you to, get your left and your right, just go ahead and spin it. And it doesn't matter which one is on the left and which one is on the right. They're gonna keep switching as the spiral keeps going. So I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have 4 sets of this, okay? You can go down as far as you like. I usually count this like that would be 1 spiral. And then maybe I would do like 4 or 5. So once you have all 4 done, your next step is you can leave a break and you can create another little small chunk, maybe with 3 or 4 spirals, or 2 or 3, depending on how much cord you have left. If it looks like it's starting to get pretty short, maybe just make a tiny little chunk. All right, that's your next step. And do that on all 4. Just line them up, try to make them equal as close as you can. So after you have all of your spiral knots completed, your last step to kind of finish this and close it off is to create the basket for your plant to sit in. So for this, I'm going to show you a different knot. You're going to start, it's called a square knot. So you're going to actually start, just grab 1 set of your cords, and you're going to start just by making your same knot you've been doing. I like to leave like a couple inches from my last set of spirals. Take the left one, cross it over all 3, pull the far one out, tuck it behind and through that sail, and pull it tight. Now the next step is the same thing, except you're going to take your right one, that's going to be your sail. So that one's crossing over first. Take that far left, pull it out, tuck it behind and through the right sail. So that when you pull them tight, you should have a little square there. So you're going to do that on each group of cords. So you should have 4 of them, and you want them to be pretty close to the same distance from your last set of spiral knots. I'll show you again. Start by making the same knot you've been doing. Make sure it lines up. And the next step, it's the same thing, just instead of going left first, you're going to do your right one over top all 3. Take the far left out, under and through that sail. So do a row of those so that they look like these 4. And then the next step to make this a basket pattern is you're going to join these together, your square knots. So you're gonna grab 2 cords that are next to each other, or 2 sets, I guess, that are next to each other. And you're gonna grab the inner 4 cords. So 2 from each. And you can leave the outer ones out. And again, I like to leave a couple inches here just so it opens wider for your pot. And make that same square knot that you've been doing. And you're gonna do a set of 4 of these, just like you did with that. So you'll just keep joining all the way around and make sure that they are lined up. If they're not lined up, then your plant is gonna sit in there kind of wonky and a little crooked. So just kind of double check that as you're going around and meeting them all and joining them, okay? Okay, for your last step, you're going to create this magic knot. So this is what joins everything together, and then your plant pot can sit right on top of that. I like to do it about, I would say like 1 inch underneath your last row of square knots. So take all of your cords, hold them in your hand. This is just an extra piece of cord. I cut it from one of my long pieces off of the plant hanger. So you can cut one of those. You're gonna leave a tail at the top. Hold it into your hand. Wrap it around your fingers. Cross it over. And then wrap it behind. And you're gonna keep wrapping it down. I like to wrap it 5 or 6 times. Some people do more than that. It's totally up to you. It's just your aesthetic preference. And as you wrap down, you can take your fingers out of that loop. So this will be my last wrap. And then I'm going to take this cord and tuck it from behind through that loop. I'm gonna hold that cord, take my tail, and this is the best part. We're gonna pull the tail up and pull that other bottom cord down and tighten it, and it just disappears. That whole loop, the knot, everything disappears. It's a really seamless look. And you can go ahead and chop this off and cut these to whatever length you would like. So when you're all done, it's completely finished. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your plant hanger.